Welcome back, my let's play Spongebob Squarepants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman for the PS2. Has the programming changed at all?
Never fear.
No, it hasn't. So, it turns out there are a decent number of doubloons that we're missing, actually, so let's see if we can figure out what those are. So, Gary has just been kidnapped by the Flying Dutchman, since it's kind of in the rulebook. And now we just have Ghost Pants sitting here. I would like to pick up that last 9% of the doubloons that I missed somewhere. Alongside the mini jellyfish that I've missed. But I still have story things that need to go on as well. Oh god, I'm nervous every time I see a loading screen in this game. No, I kind of don't like saving in the middle of an episode, because if I end up somehow losing the episode, then I can't really redo things. But at the same time... Hi, Squidward. But at the same time, if I have to actually redo stuff if the game crashes while I'm recording stuff, so... if I haven't saved. And now, jellyfish music that a lot of people find becomes very annoying over time. I don't blame them. So, actually catching jellyfish takes a little bit of practice. It's not hard exactly, but you need to figure out how it is. Like what the exact collisions are for your jellyfish net and whatnot. The game is pretty generous about it for the most part. Ouch! Just don't actually touch them. Thank you. There are jellyfish all over. There are way more jellyfish than you'd think there should be. But, you do want all these jellyfish. You do want a lot of them. Believe me when I say it. So, for now, I'll just sound over and speak Squidward.
SpongeBob, so nice of you to finally join us.
Squidward! Am I glad to see you? You won't believe what just happened to me and Gary.
I don't have time for another one of your ridiculous tales. Mr. Krabs wants us to get to the Krusty Krab right away so he can tell us some important news.
Important news? Maybe Mr. Krabs is going to announce the Employee of the Month! What are we waiting for?
Beats me. You just keep chattering away and I'll see you there when you're done.
So that's how it is. Trying to hear the news before me, eh? Well, let's see who can get to the Krusty Krab first.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
You actually race. You actually erase Squidward, which is wonderful. And Squidward doesn't care. So, that's just kind of... He even takes random illogical paths. He just kind of like walks up against the wall and whatnot. For no discernible reason. He kind of disappears. Because he doesn't care. Yeah, you can actually lose, and it's not like a game over if you lose or anything. I'll actually show you what happens. You just get a different cutscene if you lose to Squidward. You get a couple different lines of dialogue, that's it. But I'll show it since a lot of people actually haven't seen it before. In the meantime, I'll actually look for these doubloons that I'm missing. What could those possibly be? The game isn't exactly skimping out on its render distance, it doesn't look like. I don't think doubloons just don't stop rendering if you're too far away or anything like that. I'll pick up the jellyfish outside in a little bit though. I don't have to worry about... Oh no. Well, I don't have to worry about racing Squidward.
See, Mr. Krabs, I told you SpongeBob would show up eventually. I sure hope you're not mad about having to wait, because then someone might not be picked as your Employee of the Month.
I can explain. Really, there was this accident and an earthquake, and then this big whirlpool opened up above me. Oh, please, Mr. Krabs, you've gotta pick me for Employee of the Month.
All right, you two, stop your jabbering. I've got some difficult news to tell you. Business has been very slow lately, so I'm gonna shut down the Krusty Krab until it picks up again.
It's not gonna pick up if you're closed.
Down the Krusty Krab. I think I'm gonna faint.
You boys can hang around here or go home, but I can't pay you one way or the other. Sorry.
Well, isn't that just great? I'm going home to think of some ways to pay the bills. So long, SpongeBob.
So we're gonna close until we get more business. What? Yeah, so I have all of these. And you can't, like, break the ketchup on Condiment Island like you could in Balcony Bottom, can you? No. Oh, I remember. I think. Wasn't it? I thought there was... Yeah, you can destroy these barrels. You have to land on them in a particular way, I know, I guess. You can destroy this stuff up here. Some of it, at least. To, pick up some more doubloons. There's a good number of doubloons up here in this level. Well, there's at least one doubloon that I missed that way, I guess. But there are apparently many more. Guess I'll have to figure out where those are soon enough. Oh, I missed those over here. At least that one. I'm not really sure what the idea is behind what Mr. Krabs is doing, though, and I get that he's low on business, so he can't sustain the Krusty Krab, but I don't know why you wouldn't expect to lose even more business if you're closed. Whatever. See, I land on this and it doesn't crush. Mr. Krabs is just kind of like scoring with patties, though, I guess. I don't know why. And this lone barrel, I somehow didn't notice, is just kind of standing out here. But yeah, I guess I'll have to figure out those doubloons later. Clock! Just like in the Boots episode. Although this is a really big clock. Wow. Yeah, let's get on over to Mr. Krabs. Well, I know bathroom. So we can actually, like, talk to him about what's going on, I guess. That can be destroyed. All the different things you just... There are so many doubloons to add in the Krusty Krab. I mean, it makes sense, but wow. Well, 94%. That's like...
Jeepers, Mr.
8
Krabs.
more.
Why do you think our business is so slow?
No one seems interested in going out anymore. They think it's too much trouble to leave home.
Too bad we can't move the Krusty Krab into their homes.
SpongeBob, that's it. We'll do just that.
Yeah! What is that? Oh, you want to move the Krusty Krab? Should I get a hammer?
Never mind that. I'm going downtown to set things up. You take this bus ticket and meet me there as soon as you can.
Bus ticket! You know what that means? We're gonna actually take the bus now. And we're just gonna kind of leave these patties on the stove, it's okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure out where I can pick up those doubloons later. Because aside from those few jellyfish I have to pick up, there's not really anything else we need to check out here in Bikini Bottom. I don't like these loading screens, they always make me nervous. I've never actually seen somebody playing this game have the game crash on a loading screen, but from what I've heard at least, the game crashes a lot on the loading screens on the PS2 version, so... Let us save. Yes, please do. Okay. So now we have some jellyfish to take care of in various locations. Maybe. I'm not seeing them anywhere. I can pick up that many. Why do I see no jellyfish? I don't have that many. Well, I have 92%, I guess. I was pretty sure I missed a number of them over here. Thought I saw one at least as I was, racing Squidward over here. I'll go around the circle and see if I can actually find those doubloons as well. Because there's actually something going on over here now, too. For us to learn about. Hey, Squidward.
Hey, Squidward.
Hey,
What's
Squidward.
with all the stuff on your lawn?
A squid has to pay his rent somehow, so I'm having a little yard sale to make a few extra sand dollars. Now, leave me alone so I can read my book.
What you reading?
It's called How to Defeat Evil Spirits, okay? Now, please, let me read.
How to defeat evil spirits? That's just what I need! Can I please borrow your book, Squidward?
You can borrow my book after I'm done with it, okay? So look through my yard sale or whatever, but stop asking about my book.
Why does Squidward have this book?
Hey, Squidward,
Does he think
this
that...
big acorn sure is making a weird buzzing noise.
Acorn? You mean that hive I got from my cousin on the coast?
No, I mean this big buzzing acorn in the glass case. I bet Sandy would really like this.
Oh yeah, I bet your little squirrel friend would really like that acorn. Why don't you buy it for her?
Name your price, yard merchant.
I'll sell it to you for 200 sand dollars. Start saving your tip money.
Will do. Quote, acorn. I will do exactly that. But, does Squidward plan on, like, vanquishing Spongebob or something? Anyways. So I think if you change into your normal Spongebob pants, if you run over here, around Squidward.
Really
Oh, never
need
mind.
that book to save Gary. I just want to borrow it for a little while, but how will I ever get it away from Squidward?
You must sneak up on him while he's napping so he doesn't wake up.
So whatever, oh, no. Oh, all Spongebob costumes can sneak. I thought only the jellyfish costume could, actually. But, so, we're not gonna actually, like, just ask Squidward for the book, when he's done with it. We're actually going to steal it from him, because screw having moral integrity, I guess. Spongebob isn't usually that kind of guy, but whatever. If you actually walk next to Squidward, he'll, wake up and take the book.
How to Defeat Evil Spirits, Chapter 8. The Flying Dutchman. Any poor soul who awakens the Dutchman must suffer his revenge for all eternity. The only defense against the Dutchman's magical powers are his most personal treasures. These are items which he carried close to him while he was alive. Find all 7 of the lost treasures in order to face down the Dutchman once and for all.
That's it. All I have to do is find the 7 lost treasures of the Dutchman to end this once and for all. Barnacles, I thought this would be a challenge.
Oh, so we have reason for picking up these treasures now. I don't know why you didn't have it before we started picking up the treasures, but whatever. And now Sandy's just kind of here. Because why not? Well. So yeah, we have no sand dollars at the moment. You might notice that green rectangle, that's at 0. Because we have none. And seriously, where are the other jellyfish? Jellyfish. Yeah, I'll find them sooner or later. It's like I'm never gonna be coming back to Bikini Bottom anyway, so I'm not really worried.
Hiya, Sandy! Boy, am I glad to see you. You won't believe what happened to me and Gary this morning.
Let me guess. Curiosity got the best of you again?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, don't you fret, little varmint.
Varmint?
The squirrel knows just the thing to cheer you up. A good old-fashioned karate match. Just step into my arena when you're good and ready.
A sponge is a critter, darn it. Anyways. Well, I suppose we might as well. It's kind of a bit early to do this.
A karate match with a real pro?
I might have the time to show you a thing or two.
It's dead early to do this, but why not? Can I, like, stand on her?
You think you're
Shut up. Can I, like, stand on her and then, like, bug out the game? That's kind of dumb if so. Apparently not. Anyways, let's run on through here. And let's have a karate match. This one job has even more costumes, actually, that we are yet to see. This is one of the more interesting ones, I think, and the one that you use at the least throughout the whole game, which is nice, I guess. Kind of annoying. But yay! We have SpongeBob fighting gear stuff.
Okay, now listen up, because I'm gonna remind you how this all works. We've got a short amount of time to bust up all this junk in your yard. The person who breaks the most stuff when the time runs out is the winner.
Just tell me which moves are legal, if you have the guts.
I'll teach you a few moves. You can press the action button to karate chop, and press the action button a couple of times to chain attacks together, press the action button in the air to do a kick. Got all that? Ready, set, go!
You can also hit... Whoa, it's like bicycle kick, I didn't realize that. Just smash the attack button, and you'll actually end up hitting Sandy, and that'll stop her from breaking stuff. They didn't really put much effort into the presentation of the scoreboard, but whatever. But yeah, that third attack that you do, that little torpedo-like thing, is incredibly useful. If you want to get super competitive, what you can do is you can actually run up to where Sandy is breaking stuff, and just attack both her and the stuff she's attacking at the same time. She can hurt you as well, but she can't actually make you lose. I don't think she can only stun you like you can her. As you can see, it's not really... There's pretty much no question as to who would win. It's very easy. She's so sad she's running in circles, and for some reason I'm wearing underwear. I don't know why. That costume just kind of apparently involves underwear. It's not very exciting, but whatever. That scoreboard, just SB and foe, instead of, I don't know, like...
admit, SpongeBob, that was some tussle. You did okay for a sea critter.
I am a critter.
Oh, you weren't so bad for a land critter.
That plum took all the fire out of me. I'm going home for a nap. Why don't you drop on by my tree dome and pay a visit, okay?
That was sure swell of Sandy to cheer me up. I wish I could do something special for her. I know! I'll give her a present! But what would Sandy like?
So now, I can think back and realize that I thought Sandy would like that, quote, acorn. But, yeah, you would think they could have at least instead had, like, portraits, but whatever. And all the stuff they did with this game, I think, part of it was just to save space on the disc, since they're only using a CD. Those can't hold much. They did use up most of the space on the disc with this game. And yeah. So that having been done, if we don't find more jellyfish and whatnot along the way, I suppose it's time to head on down to downtown Bikini Bottom. Not very long, but we can head there before we finish up the level, or finish up this episode. Alright then. Rolling doesn't go that much faster. It doesn't exactly feel fast, but I'm pretty sure it moves slightly faster. I think. And seriously, where are the extra jellyfish and the balloons? Kinda confused at this point, to be honest. I haven't actually found more. Because I thought that I saw some jellyfish that I missed and just kind of skipped. But apparently not. I'll find them later. Last one happens to be back here. I haven't familiarized myself that much with this game yet, but I will by the time we finish this, so me not really knowing what I'm doing is just kind of a temporary thing. You can take my word on that. And yeah, so the particular bus stop that we're looking for is this one right here. This takes us to the one just downtown. Very different from what it was in Bikini Bottom, namely in that it isn't exploded with knocked down buildings and whatnot. Instead, it's more like downtown and construction in residential areas.
This is downtown Bikini Bottom. How will I ever find Mr. Krabs in such a huge place where the streets never end and the buildings just go on and on and on?
Yoo-hoo! SpongeBob, over here!
Never mind. Oops. Yay, more stuff to pick up, jellyfish and whatnot. I don't know if I should actually go and try to pick all these up right now, or if I should actually do interesting things first. I should probably actually do interesting things first and pick up what I can at the same time, and then do the uninteresting things after that. But like I said last episode, do feel free to actually say so if you don't want me to be 100%ing things, because that can be kind of boring to watch in this game, and there's no actual reward for somebody doing it. So, and me 100%ing things is really a thing that I like to do. And some games people do like watching others 100%, but I don't know if you guys would want to see doing it in this playthrough, so please do offer your opinions. I don't like these vents though, because it's really easy to not realize that you're actually missing a... There we go. It's really easy to not realize that you're actually missing the balloons there. So there are some enemies to be found, just don't walk next to them and you'll be fine.
Glad you finally made it, lad. Between you and me and this here cart, there's no stopping us now.
Just what exactly is your plan, Mr. Krabs?
It's just like you said, SpongeBob. If no one wants to leave home, then we bring the Krusty Krab to them. I'm talking about food delivery. I'll put out a bag filled with patties whenever enough orders come in. You need to grab the bag and get to all our customers before it's too late. There might even be some tip money in it for you.
Yeah.
This sounds like fun, Mr. Krabs.
Great! This delivery is to a single location, 17 Seashell Street. Go to Seashell Street, then look for the 17 on the building, then drop off the food at the door. Our food is very popular, so watch out for rough characters who might try to take it from you. Now go to it, lad!
I don't know why, but Mr. Krabs has very light-colored pants in this. What? Oh, that's the inside of Mr. Krabs. Hi, Mr. Krabs' foot. Mr. Krabs has very light-colored pants in this game. I don't know why. Yeah, let's pick up the food. Now, if you don't really know how this place works, you might be kind of confused at first. By the way, don't fall down the potholes. Those are death. So you have like 96. Well, 93. 95. 97. It's pretty logical street order. Odds on one side, even on the other. 98 and 13. Yeah. From even to odd, no less. But the way this works out is you have to also pay attention to the shape that the number is on. So Seashell Street actually involves a seashell. And you can see these actually have signs too that tell you which street is which. So this is Seashell Street. Fortunately, we can't actually pick up jellyfish while we're doing this. Oh, we might be able to pick up never mind. Wow. What sound was that I just heard? That's like the sound that SpongeBob makes when he comes out of a sponge ball. I don't know if that sound can hurt me or not, to be honest. 9, 11, movie theater, 13, and 15. Oh, 17. Well, 17 should be right up here. There we go. And at $5 sand dollars. Nothing grand, but it is part of an honest living with which you can buy Sandy a thing. So as time goes on, you will also find that you need more and more jellyfish and doubloons out of the total number to actually get your letter tile for it, which does get old. And later levels have a ton of both to be found as well. So if you are willing, you can end up spending a lot of time in one area. These enemies, for the most part, leave you alone, at least, if you're not holding food. They'll really only actually seek you out if you have... Well, they don't really seek out at all. Whether or not you have food, they'll kind of freak out if you get really close to them. But that aside... Also, I like these posters. Alien abduction. Just like unclothed corpses being taken into a saucer. And you have that woman who made that potato salad that SpongeBob put his feet in. Kinda odd. For a recurring character, but whatever. Yay. 6 jellyfish. How many do we need this time around anyways? 10 jellyfish and 75 doubloons. Sand dollars are not required for any layer tiles, but they are required to get through the game by doing things such as getting Sandy her gift. Blue Lagoon. It's not really worth trying to take out the enemies, and you can if you really want to, but it takes so darn long that it's not worth it, and they're so easy to avoid anyways. And you don't get anything for taking them out either. No, jellyfish. That door is not actually on the ground. That's nice. Hey. Alright, so I'll do one more delivery after I pick up this jellyfish, and then from there we can, there we go. And then from here we can actually finish off the episode. Krusty Krab ad, except the Krusty Krab isn't open.
The next delivery, Mr. Krabs.
This delivery is a little trickier. There's a building under construction nearby, and it's full of very hungry workers.
Never mind, actually. I'm not going to go over there just yet. That'll be for the next episode. So I suppose I'll do what I can in this area for now. We still can't actually complete, I will say this ahead of time, we can't actually complete Downtown Bikini Bottom just yet. There are other things we need to do first, but we do need to do most of what we can do in Downtown Bikini Bottom before we can progress anyways. It's kind of weird, but it is how it is. Where'd that jellyfish go? The pink jellyfish in this level take really weird paths. Only one jellyfish away from getting a letter for jellyfishing as well. You're still at the point in the game where you really don't need to do much. You can still be an underachiever and still get full credit for everything. But I will not tolerate such behavior on my own part unless you guys really want me to. Get up there! Sponge! Hey! Their attack range seems to be the same as yours, which is actually kind of long. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? It's not drop. Respond to my jump button, please. And that was the second time he didn't respond to such a button. I don't know what this game's issues with poles. I mean, they should be really easy to navigate the camera around, but they're actually the most difficult thing to do so with. I don't know why. But oh well. And there's that. Now, I don't plan on making every episode as long as I've made this one the last one. Although I guess I could just have each episode a little bit longer if I'm going to be 100%ing the level, or 100%ing the game, because that means that I can, make the game. Right, that means that people who don't want to watch me 100% stuff, by just picking lots of things up, can actually skip the parts of me grinding for things, and they'll still get most of a full content of an episode. So I don't know. I'm not gonna go like so far as like section off what I do with each time frame in my episodes or anything like that, but it's just a thought. And this is here, I guess. It's a good thing I came back here. Man, all these, I really don't like these vents, because it's easy to just look at a vent and not see a doubloon coming out of it, and assume that you have the doubloon there. What's that popping sound? I think it's like a snail. Yeah, I think it's this guy. Can you hurt me? Yes, you can. Ow. Bad snail. And from that alone, I think we have a pretty decent portion of the doubloons in this level. But this is definitely bigger than Bikini Bottom was. Now that's just 32%. So you have about 1/3 of them. But I'm sure I've missed some doubloons in this area, but I'm going to make that it for the time being. So I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me pick up things from vents any longer. So that is going to be it for stuff, so let's say Spongebob Squarepants, Revenge Flying Dutchman for the PS2. Like I said, do leave a comment saying whether or not you'd want to 100% the game, because I'm going to learn where things actually are off camera, so it's not going to take as long for me to find everything. I'm still going to have to take some time to actually look, pick everything up, just as a result of it taking time to pick things up. So, if you prefer that I don't put in the time and effort to do that, go ahead and tell me, and I will understand. I will just not do that. Otherwise, I would like to 100% a game, because I like 100%ing games. So that's it for this episode. Let's say Spongebob Squarepants, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. I'll see you guys next episode, where we head on over to the construction site to help Mr. Krabs with more deliveries. Bye, guys!